you doing with your time during this period of lockdown? Perhaps you're watching lots of TV. I flicked through some programmes the other day and came across something I hadn't seen for a long time, The X-Files. It's a programme I watched when I was a teenager. It used to be on Thursday nights at 9 o'clock on BBC Two, and it would scare the living daylights out of me, but then we'd all talk about it in school the next day. At the beginning of each episode, there would be those words, "The truth is out there." We can be very concerned about knowing what is true. There are lots of fact checkers around at the moment. So claims are made, and then different news outlets have their fact checkers. And then there are those who do fact checks on the fact checks. We like to know what's really true. Sometimes, that is. Because also our generation is a generation that seems to pride itself on not knowing things. The old certainties of previous generations have gone. And when it comes to the realm of philosophy or religion, it seems that the only certainty we now have is that we cannot be certain of anything. The book of Hebrews in the New Testament begins by telling us that God has spoken. We want truth. Well, God has spoken. There is such a thing as truth. And that's good news, because without truth, there's no hope. Without truth, there's only uncertainty. The book of Hebrews also begins by telling us that not only has God spoken, but his final revelation is in and through his Son, Jesus Christ. God has ultimately revealed himself in Jesus Christ. Before Jesus died, he stood before the Roman governor Pilate, and he said to Pilate, "I was born into this world to tell about the truth," or "I was born into this world to speak about the truth." Pilate's response sounds very modern. He said, "What is truth?" The tragedy there with Pilate was this. This man Pilate stood before the truth of God. But the tragedy was he denied that there was anything called truth. If you look to Jesus, you look to the truth. Jesus said, "I am the way, the truth, and the life." Because Jesus is the truth, he unlocks life to us. He is the way to life, real life, which is knowing God. The truth is out there. The truth can be known. The truth is Jesus Christ.